Okay, so we have Docker installed. Let's write a Docker file. So Docker files are how Docker images are made. It's just a set of instructions that tell the compiler or builder how to create the image that we want or the environment that we want. So I'm in a folder here. We can see I'm just in my home directory in a folder called Learning with Jeff. I'm going to make a new file called Dockerfile. Okay, and so the first thing that we need to do is give it a base image to run. So we're going to say from Ubuntu. Okay, and then we can specify a tag, which is like a version. Okay, if I leave it off, it's going to pull whatever is latest or at the head, the top. Then we're going to, there's going to be just a dummy thing. Let's just install Python. So just like we were sitting at the console here, I can say run and then add console information. So yeah, that's almost what I want. I want apt update and apt get install yes, Python 3 and Python 3 pip. Cool. And then so now when ever this starts, so now I have my dependencies and I just want to run some stupid Python thing. I can say, yeah, exactly that. I can say Python 3 start an HTTP server on port 8000. And now I can expose that 8000. Okay, so now 4 lines here. And then if we see, I have that Docker file here. So if I docker build dot, so I'm pointing to this directory. And then I'm going to say tag jeffdnf, which is my Docker username. And then I'm going to say first Docker file, okay, like that. Okay, I'm going to pause it while this builds. Okay, so that finished running. And now if we go over to our Docker desktop and we go to images, first Docker file, this one 2 seconds ago, we can run this. And if we go to the advanced settings, we can map a host port. So I'm going to map host port 8080 to the container port 8000, which will be running this Python server. And we don't need volumes or environment variables, so we're going to run this. Okay, and now if we curl HTTP localhost, which is the local loopback interface, then we do 8080. See, we got a HTTP response here. Very cool. So our Python server is running. We can verify that that's actually the thing doing it. If we kill that, oh no, failed to convert. So what did we just do? We just created a Python server that runs on Ubuntu, ran it locally, and then bound the port that this Python server is working on to our local port. So we have a Python server and we have our computer. And this Python server says, hey, anytime that your computer gets a request, either a local interface or external, depending on the system, I want you to give me, the Python server, that request. Very cool. So now that's all cool, but what if we want to have like local files? So readme.text here, and this says hello world. So I have this readme and I want to be able to use it in the Docker file. That's no problem. We have the copy command. So we're going to copy, and I could say this, so that's going to copy everything. Or I could specify exactly, because I don't really need the Docker file in there. And so we're going to put that here. And where is here? Well, if you want to always know where here is, or specify where it is to make it clear, we can do the thing called a workdir. Workdir is, let's read the comment actually, the working directory for any subsequent instructions. Okay, so our workdir is going to be app. Okay, and now what with our changes, I should expect that in the -app directory, there should be a readme.txt when this Python server is running. So let's rebuild this. Pause. Okay, set that build, and then let's give it a run. Let's use let's keep using the IDE for now. So the first Dockerfile was 1 second ago. We're gonna bind that port again, same port. Run that guy. We don't care about the curl. What we want to do, let's do it in 2 ways though. So I can go here, and now I have a shell. Look at that. Cool. So this shell is, you know, we are the Docker container. This is in the shell here, so we can see that the README is there as we expect. Cool. So let's get rid of that, and let's close up this and bring up a new one. Next video, guys.